Hey everyone, this is Taz, and today we'll be covering the ARGUS, a rather unique shotgun that trades close-range consistency for performance at longer ranges. We'll be going over the stats, viability, and then provide some optimal builds for you to get the most bang out of your buck. The ARGUS deals 28 to 30 damage per pellet, equating to 4 to 8 pellets to kill. This is comparable to the KRM up close, but better at longer ranges. Arms and chest shots deal 1.1 times extra damage, while headshots deal 1.2 times. This will help in reducing pellets to kill outside of the initial range, so it is actually rather important to aim high to maximize the one-tap consistency. However, the ARGUS does have a lower pellet count than the other single-fire shotguns at 8, which means that you will have to be a lot more precise to be able to one-shot kill, even up close, because you will need at least 50% of your pellets to connect. Fire rate is on the faster side for single-fire shotguns at 63 RPM. This is slightly faster than the KRM but still slower than the BY-15, so you shouldn't be finding much issue with the fire rate. This can be modified with lever attachments, which we will get into later. This shotgun's range is also better than the other shotguns, like the KRM, with the base consistent one-tap range stretching out to around 10 meters, although this is partially irrelevant as the ADS spread is incredibly tight, to the point where it performs basically like a slug in most cases, just like its BO3 counterpart. This is further than the one burst range of the R90, which puts it ahead of the other shotguns in terms of the effective range at around 20 meters at base. However, it suffers from having a significantly worse hipfire spread than the other shotguns. This, along with the lower pellet count, could make it much less effective at close range compared to the other shotguns. The ARGUS also comes with fast ADS time at 190 milliseconds, and you can make it ridiculously fast with very little penalty due to the combination of the standard Gunsmith and the Black Ops Gunsmith. The base mag size is 10, which is larger than the other single-fire shotguns, and unlike its counterparts, it reloads the entire magazine once, taking 1.38 seconds for its tactical reload and 1.57 seconds for reloading from empty. This gives it way less downtime compared to the other shotguns, and it's going to feel nice since you have more shots while taking nowhere as long to reload. Mobility is identical to the KRM at 4.92 meters per second when walking and 6.4 meters per second when sprinting. The same goes for its strafing speed at 2.95 meters per second, although this is less relevant for a single-fire weapon. In terms of basic stats, the ARGUS features an above-average magazine size, fast reload speed, and a decent fire rate, but the main strength is the absurdly tight ADS spread, which allows you to take fights further away than any other shotgun, and in a sense that it kind of behaves like a mini marksman rifle. But as a trade-off, it suffers from poor hipfire performance due to a lower pellet count and wider hipfire spread, which makes it less reliable in point-blank encounters. Therefore, it is important to ADS often and hit your shots to ensure you get a one-shot kill. The ARGUS also has some exclusive unique attachments, such as trigger actions, which can alter the weapon's fire rate. The Black Ops lever improves the fire rate to 70 RPM, and strafing speed by 10%, at the cost of worse ADS spread and vertical recoil. The cons for this one are negligible, as the ARGUS already has incredibly high bullet spread accuracy, and the recoil is not a real factor on a single-fire shotgun, although it is slightly outclassed by the classical lever, which increases fire rate to 74 RPM, making it the second fastest firing single-fire shotgun, only behind the BY-15 at around 80 RPM. It carries the same penalties as the Black Ops lever, but with an additional penalty to hipfire spread and hit flinch. This one is easily the best option as it helps improve the weapon's handling and gives you a nice boost to its fire rate while having reasonable penalties. The last trigger attachment is the Outlaw lever, which improves bullet spread accuracy and hit flinch, but it hurts strafing speed and brings the fire rate down to 57 RPM. This is usually the worst out of the three options, as there are other attachments that bring better benefits with nowhere as much downsides. Now that we have covered all the important stats, we can get into the build. Our build focuses on maximizing ADS speed while retaining its effective one-shot kill range. Start with a choke for range and accuracy, classical lever for handling and fire rate, fast extender magazine for improved capacity and reload time, tac laser for ADS time and bullet spread accuracy, and outlaw grip for even faster ADS speed. If you don't like the iron sights, you can swap out the grip for an optic of preference. When it comes to performance in Battle Royale, this is unfortunately not a great option, as it is unable to achieve a one-shot kill even against 250 health, and the benefit of tight bullet spread accuracy is not very useful since you will rarely need to use a shotgun outside of 10 meters. But if you have to use it in Battle Royale, the build will be the exact same as the multiplayer build, and the recommended mod splits are fast ADS, long range, and long barrel. Overall, the ARGUS is actually an upper tier shotgun in multiplayer, mainly due to its ability to take fights further out than any other shotgun. basically performing like a mini boxball rifle. Although it is nowhere as broken as many make it out to be, as it is kept in check by its poor hipfire performance, which limits its effectiveness at point blank. The extremely tight bullet spread accuracy also translates to the fact that you have to be a lot more accurate than the other shotguns, making it a lot harder to use. And that's all there is to know about the ARGUS shotgun. What do you think about this weapon? Do you think you will be using this over the R9 and the KRM, or do you think it is not worth it? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and if you found the video helpful, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Going on.